Hey everyone, I'm Kevin for ESL Success, and today we're going to look at the future perfect. Some people think the future perfect is difficult or not needed, and sometimes you're right, but there are definitely times when you need to know how to use the future perfect. So, in today's video, let's look at this. If this is your first time here, check out other videos that I've done. I've done phrasal verbs, I've done yes-no questions, I've done information questions, and I'm almost finished all of the different verb tenses. So let's check out the future perfect. So lots of people think that you don't need to learn the future perfect. But there are some times when it's very necessary. Let's take this for example. She will leave at 8 o'clock. Or, she will have left by 8 o'clock. What's the difference between these two? Well, she will leave at 8 o'clock means that at 8 o'clock she is going to go out of her house, she's going to leave, she's going to do whatever she has to do. But if I say she will have left by 8 o'clock, this means that if I show up at 8 o'clock, she's not going to be there. Because before 8 o'clock, she had already left. So we use the future perfect to talk about two events in the future. One of the events, we're going to use the simple present. In the other event, we're going to use the future perfect. The main thing to remember about the future perfect is that it needs to be talking about a deadline. It can be specific, at exactly 8 o'clock, or it can be vague, sometime next week, sometime next year. But in the future perfect, we're always talking about a specific deadline. So what about the grammar for the future perfect? Well, the future perfect, we use our subject, and then will, and then have. And after that, we can put our past participle. If you've done the present perfect or the past perfect, you already know all of the past participles. So now, we just have to move them into the future, using will have. All subjects are the same, and it's very common to use a contraction of the will and the have when we're speaking to say will have. She will have finished her book by 6 p.m. You will have studied all the tenses by the time you do your exam. In negative, we use the subject, and will, and then not, and then have, and our past participle again. Of course, we can combine the will and the not as a contraction and say won't. So in our negative, we can say, she will not have cooked dinner by the time I arrive. It won't have stopped raining by the time I get home. For our interrogative questions, as always, all we do is reverse the will and the subject. Will you have graduated before I come visit? Will he have gotten married when he starts his new job? And for our information questions, we just put the information word before our question. Why will you have stayed up all night? Who will you have interviewed before you hire someone? Or how many people will you have interviewed before you hire someone? So remember before I said that when using the future perfect, you must be having a deadline sometime in the future, whether specific or vague. And we use many prepositional phrases to mark this time. Some examples that we use are by this time. By this time next week, she will have left for her trip. From now. 3 days from now, we will have finished our project. At midnight, the party will have ended. When? When I travel to France, I will have been to 10 different countries. Before. My sister will have cleaned her room before the party. As soon as someone buys this chair, I will have no more furniture. Well, hopefully you understood this. You can use the future perfect when listening, when talking, when writing. Because, as I've stated before, sometimes it's necessary. If you've enjoyed this video, give it a like, and while you're at it, hit that subscribe button so you can keep receiving more videos from ESL Success. Well, that's it for today. I'm Kevin, and I'll see you guys next time.